think we're live. I think we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fun day here in the stock markets. I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. I might be the only friend you have in the stock market, actually, when you think about it deeply. I might be the only friend you've got. I'm Uncle Bruce, and I have a YouTube channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. That's what this one is. And I welcome you to my channel today. I welcome you to the family here of wonderful members of my channel. I'm so glad you're here. And I appreciate you all being here. I'm just going to pop up this ticker right here because I keep forgetting that I should be letting you know that as your friend, believe it or not, as your friend, and maybe the only friend you have, I don't have a vested interest in you opening an account with my firm. I don't own a firm, and I don't work for any brokerage company. I don't have a vested interest in you buying my stock picker newsletter of the day. I don't do anything like that. I don't publish any kind of research or anything like that. I'm not an analyst that tries to pawn myself off as some kind of highly educated, university graduated, business degree holding blah. I'm a guy in front of a computer with a camera on it that's right there, trying to tell you in plain English with my 45 years of experience of the stock market what is actually going on in the stock market and how to play this market to make money from it. That's what I do. And I want to thank all of you who come here every freaking day and tolerate me. I can't thank you enough for doing that. Thank you for those of you who automatically join me, and the first thing you do is you hit the thumbs up button on this show, no matter what I'm going to talk about. Because sometimes I talk about stuff that makes some of you angry. Someone's going to give you the straight goods from this side of the argument, and you got to decide for yourself whether I'm full of shit or not. That's up to you. But thank you for the thumbs ups. Very appreciative. The sooner you hit the thumbs up button, the faster we get to 200 thumbs ups. YouTube computers go, whoa, what's happening with this guy's channel? It's exploding. What's going on? He's only got 90 people. Why has he got all these thumbs ups? What the hell's happening there? That's what I want YouTube to worry about. Why is this channel having such a huge engagement factor? What's with these guys? Thank you. What I try and do is to give you some common sense advice that I hope works for you. And I'm forcing some of you, I know some of you, it's really hard to listen to me and watch me because you are trapped in this really unfair environment that you've been brought up in. And it's not your mom and dad's fault. Whether you have a mom and a dad or just a mom or a dad or whatever, it's not your fault. It's not your fault if your friends are all like this as well. You are all victims and trapped in what's called the 8-second attention span syndrome. And in every aspect of your lives, you have to have an answer within 8 seconds of any problem that has faced you or people asking you a question. You have to have a solution in 8 seconds, or you're a slacker, because in this world, you are not given more than 8 seconds to think about it. Hey, listen, I want you to think about it. Get back to me. You have 8 seconds. Get back to me with an answer. That's the bottom line. I know for some of you, you ask your grandparents a question about the good old days. The 1950s. Tell me about the 50s and 60s and 70s, Grandpa. And they sit there and they think for a while. It drives you nuts because they're taking longer than 8 seconds to get back to you. You can't stand it. And these folks are going through their memory banks for you. And what you're not appreciating is the fact that you're asking them in 2025, what was it like in 1975, Grandpa? What was it like in 1965, Grandpa? And this person has to roll back the tape It's going to take a while. And then they want to give you the most appropriate answer to your question that pertains to what it is you're really interested in. Like, what was it like with anti-war protests in 1968 in Chicago? There are movies made about that now. What was it really like when you saw on television the Chicago Police Department use batons on unarmed students asking for an end to the Vietnam War, and they took them to town and beat the shit out of them for daring to be on the streets? What was it like? What did you think about? How did you react to that? And what did you think about for the years after that, where the prosecutors in Illinois and Chicago were trying to put these kids in jail under federal crimes for protesting against the Vietnam War? Did you ever think about that? What did you think about your country when it did that kind of stuff? Because some of you might be asking your grandparents today, or yourselves, hey, I heard a story about a student at Columbia University that was involved in some demonstrations about the Hamas, Palestinian-Israeli kerfuffle, and this guy had a bunch of ICE agents bust his door into his apartment and arrested him and took him to an ICE detention center and said that his green card and his visa into the U.S. had been revoked and that he was to be deported. And he's going, where's the judge? Where's the courtroom? And they say, we don't need a courtroom. We've been told by our bosses to pick you up and get you out of this country immediately. And then they took him to Louisiana, some detention center, which is, I don't know, what's that, 800 miles away from New York City? His 8-month pregnant wife was going, where's my husband? I can't even visit the guy. I can't hire a lawyer to defend him because I don't know where the hell he is. Apparently a judge overnight suspended that and has put a halt to that. There will be a hearing shortly. But that is America's probably first political prisoner in the United States under the new administration, to start things off with. And any of you out there who have children or relatives at any university in the United States that may have been on campus when there were protests, and whether they supported one cause or another, if they had their photos taken by closed-circuit television or any news media outlet, it is possible that perhaps there may be entities out there looking potentially going forward for those kids to round them up and find out whether they're Americans or not. I don't know. This country is quickly spiraling out of control in certain ways, in certain areas. And it is scary as hell what's going on out there. The last regime, the only other regime I can certainly refer to that's similar to this, there are a few, would be China, Russia, but also East Germany, back in the day when the East-West thing was up, when the Berlin Wall was up, the Iron Curtain. America is quickly deteriorating in a number of areas, and I'm not here to criticize America. I'm just here to comment on what I'm reading in the media, hearing in the media, and noticing how a lot of the media is not covering this story at all. And it's like, we're not going to talk about it. And I'm asking myself, should I be talking about this on a stock market channel? I just want you to understand, folks, that history has an ugly way of repeating itself. And sometimes history gets really scary out there. And when a government has a policy that just says, we don't give a crap what the courts say, we're not even waiting for a court. We're just going to act in the claim of national security. We're going to act right now and do this against green card holders. You know how much vetting is required to get a green card in the United States? Then you've got something to wonder about, because this is moving into freedoms to assembly, freedoms of opinion, freedom of thought. And I'm getting you to desperately think outside your box that you've been so comfortable in and that you've been limited to, the 8-second detention span box. I'm trying to get you out of that and I'm trying to get you to go, look, I'm a 69-year-old fart, and I'm one of the last guys around that can talk to you in plain English, I think, about what happened back then and what's happening now, and just try to help you figure it out. In 1968, the expression that was used by the students was "the whole world's watching." And those of you who are 70 and older, you know what I'm talking about. The whole world is watching in 1968 as on primetime television, Chicago cops, the thugs of Chicago, beat the shit out of 16 and 18 and 20-year-old university students on national television in color. It was in color too. The whole world is watching today what's happening now from Washington and elsewhere. Just saying, the whole world is watching. And the whole world is watching economically what's going on. And it's so easy for the world to watch what's going on economically because of this device right here that everyone in the world has access to. This is no longer exclusive to very wealthy people. Everyone can get one of these. You can get them on a phone plan like you can't believe. What we have here is a stock market that is reacting to the current administration, basically saying, we're not impressed with what you're trying to do over there in Washington. We're not impressed with your so-called trade negotiating policy. We're not impressed with the tariff thing. We're not impressed with retaliatory tariffs. We're not impressed with the alignment of political people in Washington with Russia. We're not impressed with that. A lot of Americans are upset, but a lot of non-Americans are upset. And the thing about the stock market, and when I say the stock market, I mean everything to do with equity investing, bond investing, currency investing. We're talking the economy of the world, okay? The outside world is more and more and more rendering its opinion the one way it can without going to jail because of their opinion, and that is pull my money out. I just want to pull my money out. I'm going to dump stock that has anything to do with certain sectors of the investment world. And in this case, today, yesterday in particular, the world said to the United States, screw you and this bullshit that you're trying to pull off. We're not in favor of this. There are investment entities out there from around the world and within America and North America and everything else who are going, I don't like the attitude and the game plan of the current political situation. I don't like to see political prisoners get arrested in the United States without due process. And I'm pulling my money out because this is not what I signed up for when I bought into this market. I buy into the American market because of freedom. I buy into the American market because of law and order. I buy into the American market because I trust the financials of American corporations. I trust the SEC. I trust the banking sector. I trust regulators. I trust that when small investors buy into a stock that is listed on a stock exchange in the United States, that those entities, those corporations, have gone through all kinds of vetting at the executive level, the corporate level, and the financial reporting level, that it's a legit business that legitimately buys and sells goods, reports their financials, reports news meaningful to shareholders, and stocks will be halted when a major announcement is made. Stocks are regulated in how much they can move in one day. The markets are highly monitored by circuit breakers in New York, NASDAQ, and so on. That's why the world invests into American markets. The world does not line up desperate to invest in the Russia Stock Exchange. It's not that desperate. They don't trust the books. They don't trust the politicians. They don't trust the laws. They don't trust the courts. Russian, Russia track record of economic and legal fairness is not quite so, steady, predictable. It's very unpredictable. Where in America, businesses from around the world are happy to do business with the United States, with U.S. corporations, knowing that the U.S. corporate partner you have on the other side is not allowed to send out hit squads against your company's guys if you don't sign this deal. You're not dealing with the mob, okay? You're dealing with legitimate business organizations who have to file SEC filings on buys and sells of their own stock and major corporation announcements and what have you. It's called trust. And yesterday, the market of the world said, screw this. You want to change rules on the fly? You want to create tariffs overnight on sectors that we had no idea were subject to potential tariffs? No discussion. You want to bring up topic B to justify a tariff for this, like in Canada's case, because fentanyl crosses the Canadian-American border. Apparently 40 pounds of fentanyl crossed Canada into the United States in a year, where I don't know how many tons of fentanyl have come into Canada from America in the last month. This is the reason to have a 25% tariff on all steel made in Canada, to teach Canada a lesson about how to look after its border. If you believe that that is a sound economic judgment to make, you're not with the rest of the planet. The rest of the planet looks at this and goes, what has one got to do with the other? Nothing. However, if you're a country, if you're someone who believes that your country should impose tariffs on the rest of the planet, and you believe that those countries will pay the price, you are sadly mistaken. You have drank from the wrong container at the party. You've been laced with something that is just ridiculous. But you can't hear me right now because everything I say is a lie. So you're into the Kool-Aid so much that even when someone on the outside says, this might not be actually the way it is, you're going, no, you're the enemy. You're there. See, I told you, you're the problem. I remember this. I've seen this before. We've all seen it before. I just don't want to mention it. Welcome to the party, pal, where right now the 8-second attention span is in full bloom right here, and people are looking for a recovery today from the market yesterday. And I have really bad news for you. If you think that the market today is going up 1,000 points because yesterday we were oversold and that was the end of it and that was the dip of all dips and now we can just go right back along our merry way because everything is fine, I'm sorry, it is not fine. Not even close to fine. If you're long stock right now and that's all you've got ETFs in your 401k and you've got IRA accounts being managed by managers, wealth managers that you've hired 10 years ago. Your mom and dad's accounts are being looked after by, Chase Manhattan Wealth Management, whatever, blah, blah. I don't even know what they're called. I don't want to know what they're called. It's all bullshit. If your money is being managed by the professionals in Wall Street and you don't have $10 million or more with those guys, you are a nothing burger and you are just an account to be raped. That's all you are. I'm sorry to break it to you. You got a $4 million account with Bank of America and this outfit and that outfit and that. I don't care the names of them. You're a nothing burger in their big books. None of the board of directors of any of these outfits know who you are. They will never know who you are. You will never get a birthday card from any of these people. They're taking their 2% off the top of your value, no matter what the value of your account is, good or bad. And they're taking profits on top of that on all the house funds you own through them. And their analysts are on TV all the time. They're available for interview on Bloomberg, CNBC, Fox Business, the New York Times, Bloomberg, whatever. They're available all the time. What do they always do? They always do one thing: never sell stock. Never sell. Reposition. Defensive investing. Value investing. Sector priorities. Dividend stocks. Never get out of the business because their business is to keep your money in the business because that's where the fees come from. I'm sorry. if this is new to you. But again, if what I said a minute ago is now new to you, you are truly an 8-second attention span person. And I can't say the same thing every 8 seconds. I'm just not going to do that for you. You'll have to just rewatch the show. Welcome to the program where cash is king right now. Welcome to the show where the guy, your host, is telling you, if you're long stock and that's all you're long, you're a loser, because already you've lost 20% to 30% of your money just in the last couple of weeks. I begged you guys, if you remember, starting last fall, get the hell out of the market. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Did you ever watch The Firm? The FBI agents telling Mitch McTeer, get out of there. They know. Get out. Can you? Can you get out? Get out. Write cash secured puts. Write call credit spreads. Enjoy the fruits of your returns. They're unbelievable right now. As an option writer on this channel, you have an opportunity to preserve your wealth, compound your money, earn interest on a whole bunch of dough, and blow the doors off of every money manager on the planet, because you're hauling in daily interest on cash balances anywhere from 4 to 8% right now, which could go higher as the year goes on. You're able to pick off option trades on stocks without having to own the damn things. And if they go up, you win. If they stay where they are, you win. They're range bound, you win. They go down, you can still win. You can't get that if you're a shareholder. If you're a shareholder, you're a sap. You're all in with your dough and you're getting nothing for your money. Look, the folks over at Tesla and IBM and Apple and GameStop and SoFi, they're good people. Generally speaking, they're very good people. They're hardworking people. The employees of these companies are they're heroes. They're all-stars. They're working their butts off to justify their paychecks. The top 1% of all of these corporations, very smart, very well-educated, dedicated, loyal to their company cause. But none of them can help you if you're a shareholder of their company. They can't do anything for you, because you're just a shareholder of a corporation that happens to be publicly traded. And if you happen to own some shares of Tesla right now, what are out there? There's 3.2 billion shares in existence of Tesla. 3.2 billion shares. You got 1,000 Tesla? Congratulations. You got 1,000 Tesla. It's worth $222,000 right now. Fantastic. But no one at the company knows that and gives a crap, because you're a nothing burger to them. And that makes sense, because, hey, a vehicle coming off the Tesla production line is $60,000, $70,000. That represents 3 cars, maybe 4. You're a nothing burger to them. You're just a shareholder, and you can come and go anytime you want. If you own stock in Tesla and Apple and Microsoft and GameStop, and pick your favorite stocks, it doesn't matter. You're not getting paid any money to hold the stock. You're not getting paid any kind of interest or dividend. Likely, you're not getting much of anything. As a matter of fact, you're getting expenses to hold stocks. Some brokerage firms charge you a monthly fee to have an account. Some charge admin fees to send you statements and all this crap. It costs you money to be an investor. If you're an option writer, if you follow me and you write options, at least call options through your retirement accounts, you can say right now to the world, hey, Tesla, I notice you're sitting at $222 a share. You backed off a little bit here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a call option that expires in April, just next month. I'm going to write a call option for, say, the $230 a share. Take my stock away from me at $230 a share, but you have to give me right now $21 a share in premiums. And in theory, you could buy 1,000 shares right now of Tesla. You can buy 100 if you want. 100 or more in 100 increments. Every 100 you buy, you can write an option. You buy 1,000 shares for $222,000 right now. You can bring in $21,000 in cash into your hands within the first 20 minutes of the opening today, on top of the $230 price you're willing to sell out at. In effect, you're offering your stock at $251. Now, look, if you put in $222,000 in your retirement account into Tesla, and you write this contract, and you're sitting now on 21,000 cash and 1,000 shares, and it goes back up to 260, 270, which it could do that. It came from the 400s. You could be taken out, and you will be taken out between now and the end of this contract, April 17th. You will be bought out at $251 a share, and you will have to lick your wounds and say to yourself, well, I paid $222 and I got taken out at $251 in a month. And you're going to have to live with that decision for the rest of your life. I have a suspicion that many of you will not be shedding tears of regret if that were to happen. Now, maybe you would shed tears of regret if the stock were to go to 500 a share just a couple of days later. Well, yeah, okay. But you really think that's going to happen with Tesla right now? You even think it's going to 260, 270? You can bring in $21 a share for 1 month of your time offering to sell this stuff at $230 a share. That you could do. On the other hand, I would say there's an alternative way to play this game. And because I think to buy the stock right now and write a call option, which, $21 of downward protection, you're down to $201 cost, might be a good move. On the other hand, what you could do is take your $222,000 and just write a put contract against the stock. In other words, say to the market, look, I know it's trading at 221. I'll tell you what, I'll pay $225 for this stock until April the 17th. I'll buy it for $225. You've got to give me $25 to the option buyer. This is a put contract. You're writing a cash secured put. You put up the 222 you could have bought the stock. You're not buying the stock. You're using the $225,000 to collect $25,000 to buy the stock at $225 a share, which means you are paying $200 a share. Would you be more comfortable buying Tesla at 200, or would you be more comfortable paying 222 and trying to sell it for 251? What's the strategy you want to employ here? I suggest, if you're brand new to this game, write a cash secured put on Tesla and just say, hey, I'll buy it at 225 net, to me $200 a share. I'll do it there. That way, you're not in the market. You don't have your 222 in the stock market. You've pledged it to buy the stock, but you haven't spent it. You've just added 25 grand cash to your cash balance. Depending on the brokerage firm you use, you may be able to get interest on all of this capital, or at least on the 25,000 of capital. And that's interest income to you that just helps compensate for waiting it out. It's a 1 month waiting game, theoretically. Obviously, if the shares this afternoon go down to 175 on another bloodbath sell-off, and you've written call options at $230 a share and got paid $21, those options will not be trading at $21. We're trading at about 10. And yeah, you lost money on your stock. You paid $222 for it. It's now $175. You're down on your stock, but you made up some of that on your option. On the cash, on the other side of the point, on the cash secured put side, you put $222 up. You got 25 grand in your hands. You're sitting on $247,000, and you're willing to buy the stock back for $225. You're ready to buy it back. And if you get assigned, you get assigned. And you can now turn around and go, well, I can just sell the stock and write another cash secured put right away and take a premium in to buy the stock back for $150. I mean, we can play this game for all the way down if you want me to. Shares want to go the other direction? Great. It might get exercised on the call side. My puts will drop dramatically in value. Thank you very much. I'll keep all that cash and we'll move on. I like the game of cash secured puts, especially down here. I really like the game called cash secured put writing down here. I also like the game where you say to the market, I don't have $222,000, Uncle Bruce. You might think I'm a hotshot investor because I watch you all the time, but I don't have $222,000 lying around in any of my accounts. I got 10, 15, 20 grand lying around. I got 30 grand lying around. I want to make some money on my 10, 20, 30 grand. The problem is I can only buy 100 shares of this stuff. And if I make $4 a share profit on this trade, I make $400. but I got to risk 22 grand to make 400. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, you might be the perfect candidate to write call credit spreads on Tesla, where you're offering, you're going to write a call and buy a call. And you might do a $5 spread, a $10 spread. It's $1,000 a position. And you got 10 grand lying around. You can do 10 cash secured, you can do 10 call credit spread trades in one go with a $10 spread. And if you're hauling in 10, 12, 14% net credit right off the bat, you're sitting there with 10 grand now and you're adding a 1,000 more to it, or 1,100 more to it, or 1,200 more to it. It's an $11,200. And you're doing this as these options expire, because they only have April till they do expire, or this Friday, or next Friday, or the Friday after that, whichever one you want to write, you're going to sit there and go, as soon as I score 50% gain on this spread, I'm taking my money off the table. Now, does that mean you make, on 10 of these, you make a profit of $500? Fair enough. You've made $500 using $10,000. You didn't make $500 using $22,000, and you didn't make $500 using $222,000. You made $500 using 10 grand, 5% in a couple of weeks. And every couple of weeks, you're doing it again and again and again. At the end of the month, on average, you do 2 of these turnovers, you're making $1,000 a month on $10,000 doing credit spreads. That's a 10% return per month. You take the $1,000 and pay it off your credit card. So start throwing it at a credit card, and then bring in another grand and take it out, pay it towards a credit card. At the end of the year, you got 10 grand in your account, you took 12 out, and you paid your credit card up by $12,000. And you're not paying interest on that $12,000, which is 2% a month. $240 a month, you're not paying in interest. You still got your 10 grand, and you're still hauling in $1,000 a month. On the other hand, if you leave the 1,000 in there and you compound the returns, you write 10 call credit spreads, now 11 call credit spreads, then you're doing 12 call credit spreads. You're growing the amount of money you're making per turnover. And 6 months from now, you're probably hauling in about $2,000 a month instead of $1,000 a month. A year from now, you're likely hitting $3,000 or $4,000 a month on your capital, because you're sitting now with $20,000, $30,000, $35,000. You decide which way you want to go with this. I like this game a lot. That's why I wear this. I like this game. That's why I wear this. I love this game. I love the game of not owning stock and worrying about the movement of the market. If you're a smaller investor, you have less than $1 million, and you want to quit your day job, credit spread writing might be for you. If you are a very small investor, you have less than $100,000, and you want to quit your day job, you need $5,000 a month to equal your paycheck to quit the damn day job. $100,000 in play should be more than enough to do credit spread writing, just on call credit spreads on the Magnificent Seven. Yesterday, the market gave you 759 billion reasons why you could have quit your day job already, or you might be quitting your day job right now. Because that's how much money the Magnificent Sevens lost in market cap yesterday. The market took a dump. The world made their opinion known to the world at large, to itself. Trust me, the market did not try to send a message to the President of the United States yesterday. It's not political. The market did not make its opinion known what they think of the dictator in China, Xi, or to Putin in Russia, or to the Ayatollah, whatever, in Iran. The market didn't do that. The market did not react to any one political story yesterday at all. The market reacted to economic reality, and it doesn't like the current economic reality. And so, certain market players sold shares yesterday. Certain market players had to sell shares yesterday because they got a margin call. Because when you have a $759 billion loss in market cap on 7 stocks, just 7 stocks lost $759 billion, you're going to get margin calls to gamblers who are overextended on all kinds of option trades, including hedge funds. There were hedge funds selling yesterday because they got the call. They got the call from their broker. You're a little overextended. This market drops another 0.5 percentage point. You're in the danger zone. A lot of hedge funds didn't get the call. They don't need to get the call. They already knew we got to get out. And so they did get out to get back in later at a lower price. That's what they do for a living. And the market dropped. For those of you writing call credit spreads and wanting to quit your day job, you got 100 grand at your disposal, and you can bring in a 10% return, say twice in a month or once a month. That's 10,000 a month on your 100,000 bucks. You need 5 grand to live on. You take 5 grand out to live on. The other 5 grand you leave in the account and compound it. A year from now, you're sitting on over 200,000, and you still quit your day job. Now you're hauling in 20 a month. 15 a month is being left behind to compound, 5 to live on. There you go. Welcome to the party, pals. With less than 100,000, there are people here who've quit their day jobs who get 40, 50 grand. They don't work anymore. They can make enough money on credit spreads with 40, 50, 60 grand in their disposal. They don't even have to work. That's how worthless some of your jobs are. I hate to say it in that kind of way, but I want to get those 8-second attention span people's attention. Some of you out there think you're king crap because you make 70,000 a year. You think you're just the answer to God's creation because you make 70,000 a year. I'm sorry, but in the last 2 years, you've lost 20% of your buying power. And I'm also sorry that going forward, you're going to lose another 10, 20% in the next couple of years of your buying power. You are equivalent at 70,000 a year now to what someone was making at 30,000 10 years ago. You're a nothing burger. This is the new normal. If you aren't making 250,000 a year, you're not in the upper 10% of Americans. Economics, the economic ladder, the top 10% and up earn 250 a year or more. The reality is the top 10% of Americans spend half of all the dough spent by Americans. The top 10% spend half of all the money. The bottom 90% spend the other half. This is bad. This is not a good thing. 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was 33% of the top Americans spent half the money. 33% spent half the money, 66% spent the other half. Now it's 90 to 10. 90-10. And it's getting worse. No economy continues to expand unabated like this. When the bottom 90% are getting the shit kicked out of them, they don't spend. They stop spending. They're the first to hit the brakes. And when 90% of people in a country stop instantly spending money on discretionary items like vacations, like a new couch, getting a new TV, a new barbecue, going for a trip to wherever for the weekend, going to Vegas to have some fun, when all those little things are cut out by 90% of the country, you got yourself a problem. That's called a recession. It's not called a correction. It's not called a slight economic downturn. This is a full-blown recession. America is on the edge of going into a full-blown recession, which will be measured 3 months from now. That is already happening this minute. And that means markets go lower. The top 10% have been loving it, making money from their real estate gains because houses have gone up nicely in price over the last decade. And the stock markets have gone up nicely in the last decade. I don't care who your favorite president is. I don't care who your congressman is. I don't care who your senator is. I don't care who your marshal is, your sheriff, or your librarian, or your head of your school board. It is completely irrelevant whoever is running whatever part of government you're surrounded by. The stock market and the housing market have allowed the top 10 percenters to enjoy a wonderful life in America. And they're the ones spending half of all the dough. And they, in the last month, have gone, whoa, wait a minute. The market's down. The markets are down 10, 20, 30%. Some of these stocks, these magnificent sevens, have got the crap kicked out of them. My 401k has gone down. My IRA has gone down. My investment accounts have gone down. My house is not moving as well. There are price cuts all over my neighborhood in the last 3 months. The top 10 percenters, the bottom feeders of that group, the 10, 9, and 8s, those guys up there, they're just in that group. They're the ones already going, whoa, 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 I got to back off. Now they're backing off. Now we got a real big problem. So the first 90% are already going, oh. And the next 30% of the 10 percenters are going, whoa, we are into a prolonged recession. And I don't care what any president says, does, or professes to believe in, not going to save the economy. Just saying. Welcome to the party, pal. You may not want to be in stocks right now. You may want to be in cash right now and be playing the market from an option writing perspective from a very conservative side of this market. That's where you want to be, I think. Welcome to the show. Thank you, all of you who have popped in here so far today. Those of you who have taken the time to immediately hit the thumbs up button the moment you got here, I cannot thank you enough. I am so grateful to you because I don't have to ask you to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for just doing it. Those of you who have forgotten, please do it now. Those of you who are, wow, okay, I'll give you one. Just do it. Do it now. Thank you. Look, there's 116 answers now. 116 people have responded to my question of the day, and I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to get your input here. Please react to this question. The question is, I started selling my stocks in what month to write cash secured puts and raise cash to get interest. 33% of you who have responded to this question said that I started selling my stocks between October and December of 2024. 31% of you have said, I started selling my stock in January, Bruce. I saw it. The market topped out on the NASDAQ on December 16th. By January, I was getting the hell out of Dodge. February, only 13% of you were sellers. And right now, I am selling stock now, Bruce. I've been selling stock for the last couple of days. 24%, 1 in 4 are selling now. Of those who've responded to this question, I appreciate this. This is very helpful. It's an eye-opener, not only to me, but to the rest of this channel. And for those out there who are just casually being recommended to come here, 131 thumbs ups, and now 122 votes coming through. Fascinating to see this. Congratulations for those of you who did sell between October, December, and January and February. Many of you scored some really nice prices for some of these shares that you sold. You started writing cash secured puts right away to add cash to your accounts and haul in some serious interest income. Those of you who have been using capital to go into poor man covered calls, you've decided, well, I'm going to get out of my stock and I'm going to turn around and buy deep in the money calls that expire in 2027, and I'm going to write options against my options to leverage up and all that. Fair enough. I understand that game plan. Those of you who've got 401ks and IRAs and RRSPs in Canada and other accounts like that around the world where you can self-administer your own money, you can't do you cannot do credit spreads. You cannot do certain option trades, but you can do covered call trades, and you are doing covered calls. I congratulate you. Don't stop doing covered calls. As these markets back off, roll your covered calls down in strike. Buy them back for less, the ones you sold, buy them back for less money, and write another set of contracts $4 or $5 lower in strike, or 3% lower, 5% lower, whatever stock you're dealing with. If you're dealing with Tesla, you have been rolling down your calls again and again and again as you take money off the table, another $3, $4 a share here, another $2 or $3 a share here, another $7, $8 a share there. You've taken dollars and dollars and dollars and dollars off the table as you keep writing lower strike calls because you're being compensated for the drop of the market. That's the point. You're going to keep doing that. Those of you who are doing this on longer term strategies, like you're a fan of NVIDIA, you're a fan of Apple, you're a fan of Microsoft for the next 5 to 10 to 15 years. You're looking down the road that far to be a shareholder of these companies. You might be writing 3-month contracts and getting much bigger premiums. And as they collapse, you'll buy them back and write another 3-4 month contract, and taking the leftover cash to buy more stock as it drops. As the stock keeps dropping, you just keep buying more shares. And every time you have 100 more shares, you're writing another contract on those shares. You are compounding your cash flow into your retirement account by constantly writing contracts to build your share position. Because at the end of the sell-off, whenever that is, and the end of the meandering market at the bottom, forever how long it is, and when the markets begin to climb a little more towards where they were a few months ago, it's entirely possible that many of you here are sitting there going, well, you know, I had 800 shares of Microsoft when the markets began to top out, and I now have 1,200 shares of Microsoft that the markets are coming back to where they were before. And I'm now writing 12 contracts at a time instead of 8. That's a 50% raise. You're not going to get a 50% raise from any employer, ever. Welcome to the party, pal. You've learned how to write options. You've gone to my website. You've started taking the classes. And you figured out, for me, Uncle Bruce, I just want to learn how to write covered calls. For me, Uncle Bruce, someone else might say, I want to learn how to do cash secured put trading. For me, Uncle Bruce, I want to do covered calls and credit spreads. For me, Uncle Bruce, I want to do iron condors, and I want to do deep in the money poor man covered call writing. All of you have your objectives. All of you have your hopes, wishes, dreams, and desires. All of you have your own different tolerances for risk, patience, timing, you name it. And some of you have margin accounts with quite a bit of asset values there. Some of you have much larger retirement accounts. Some of you have a little of everything. You're all different. You're all different ages. You're all different backgrounds. You all have different philosophies. But at the end of the day, it's all about money. It's nothing personal. It's business. And I welcome you to the business of making money. Thank you for joining me today. I love you guys. It's great to have you here. Look, thank you for, those of you talking to each other here on the show, those of you trying to get a shout out to me. I'm in the middle of a rant. I really appreciate you. I love you that you're here. Thank you to people like Charlie C2, a member of this channel. How do you know? His name is highlighted in green. He's got an avatar. Thank you for the members of this channel. RB, get your ass in gear and become a member of this channel. Richard, thank you for being a member. All of you who are here, members or not, I appreciate you. Please subscribe, number one. Become a member, number two. And if you join this channel at this level here, I'll try to give you as much as possible to make you richer. A show at 8 o'clock every morning instead of 8:30. A private show Wednesday nights, 7 o'clock Eastern, just for Gold Bagel members only. Thank you all for being here. All of you, whether you're members or not, I love you. There are your names right there. The thumbs ups came in right away without me even blinking. Thank you. AJ, look, I started writing options in January 25, but I've been lurking on this channel since 2021. GameStop, that's how I got here. This is so common. This is a very common comment. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the dope slap, Uncle Bruce. It eventually went through my thick skull. Write options on stock you're sitting on and charge it rent to be in your account. Become the casino. Become the casino. In Germany, we call someone like Uncle Bruce a Nachhilfe in English, tutor. But I'm not sure if a tutor is someone that gives extra lessons. Thank you, sir. The man, I put Feb 25 just to give you an answer, but I'm not selling any stock. I'm just selling calls for premium and a little potential capital gains. Welcome all. Welcome to the party, AJ from Charlie. AJ, you got to become a member of this channel, man. ASAP, become a member of this channel. Join this party. CKT, I'm the 61st thumbs up right there. Thank you, everybody. What else is going on? You could also tell us about the 50s and 60s. There you go. Let's see here. What else is going on? What else is going on? I have people here who hate my guts. They just hate my guts, and they're here wasting their time. I don't know. Alberta, good morning, Bagel Gang. Almost time to get this money. Absolutely right. You're either making money or you're not. Those who hate my guts, they don't make money. That's obvious. They're not making money and they hate my guts. Too bad. But that's what the freedom of this country is all about for Americans. Canadians, you're allowed to hate. Respectfully. That's it. Walter Young, good morning, Bagel Familia. Noto, fresh horses we ride. It's time to buy. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Good morning from James of the Misty Tree. And what else is going on here? Alberto, Beachy, get that coffee. It's almost that time. Uncle Bruce, good to see you. 45 months going strong. Alberto, hasn't it been a ride? Has it been a ride or what? Way to go, pal. I love it. Thank you for your loyalty to this channel for so long. Beach Boy, I've been a member for 47 months. Coffee coming up, Alberto. Would you pass me a piece of that lemon pie, if you please? There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you. What else is going on here? 17% return in 37 days. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Welcome all. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. Sharon is here, number 80. Thank you, Sharon. What else is going on? Hi, everybody. Aurora, I've been a member of this man's channel for 44 months. Thank you so much. MK, thank you for your analysis, like always. MK, thank you, MK. Uncle Bruce, thanks for the facts, buddy. You got it, Alberta, doing the best I can with what little I have. I got a lot of 8-second attention span people here who've got the hate on, but they don't know why, but they got the hate on. It is what it is. What can I tell you? What can I say? It's about making money. Can you go back to days when what all you ever wanted was a Tesla, Uncle Bruce? I still don't have one. I don't own one. I rent one, but I don't own one. 2021 to now, how much has the world changed since 2021 when I started going live to today? Can you imagine if someone would have said to us in 2021, here's what's going to happen in the next 4 years? You would have gone, no way. Come on. No. Really? Nah, that can't be done. There you go. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Uncle Bruce just called me a nobody. Laughing out loud. Are you a nobody or are you a somebody? Says dude. If you ain't got $10 million, you're nice and anonymous. We're all anonymous people out there. Okay. What can I say? What do you think about Mark Carney, your new prime minister? You know what? He's going to be prime minister, I guess, on Friday or something. Whenever that swearing in is. I look at photos of the guy. I don't know what it is, but I'll see pictures of him, in the media and whatnot. And even if the picture's in color, it looks like it's a black and white photo. Whenever I see photos of this guy, it's like it's just a black and white picture. That's the first thing I noticed. There's no color to this man. The other thing I noticed, I read the other day, he's 59 years old, and I thought, he looks 80. Canada just elected a guy who's maybe 8 years older than Trudeau. I think Trudeau's 51. This guy's 59. He looks like he's 80 now. What's this guy going to look like a year from now? 120. I don't know much about him as far as personally goes. He was the Bank of Canada governor of the Bank of Canada. Then he was the Bank of England governor, and educated banker type guy. We're talking no personality here. You want to talk about watching paint dry as your number one fascination. I have a suspicion that Canada, when it goes into its election in the next couple of months, which will last 6 weeks, thank God, only 6 weeks, I don't think he'll be reelected as the next prime minister. I think he'll be an opposition leader at best. And it'll go conservative. Now, the question is, will Canada go majority Conservative Party or minority Conservative Party? There's the question. But hey, Canada is a wild card country. There are 5 political parties or 4, whatever the number is. It's insane. It's just insanity. So I don't have much to say about it. I really, yeah, the photos of this guy are, oof, he looks old already. Let's get that dose, says Jeff. There you go. Welcome, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. Let's do this, says Pre-Range. Let's get this money. Good morning, Larry Titus. I'm the number 100 thumbs up. We are 4 minutes away from opening. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting and being around. Keep it respectful if possible. Thank you. Amy J is here. Thank you. What else is going on here? Savage of Wall Street. Ryan, I wrote 180 covered calls on SoFi, 80 cents for 2027 and 100 expiring for 2026. 80 $15 strikes and 100 $12 strikes. I wrote those last year, was underwater for about 5 months, and now they're looking beautiful. There you go. Savage of Wall Street doing his thing his way. Thank you all. Let's see what's going on. What else is going on? What else is going on? Welcome, 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 welcome. John T is saying here, hey, Uncle Bruce, I got a question. I've been doing great with covered calls or call credit spreads. Call credit spreads, thanks to you? Okay. What's the benefit of rolling them near expiration rather than just closing them out and rewriting them? Is there a difference? Okay, I don't think there's a difference here. If you're buying them back towards the end of their life because they're virtually worthless, and now you're creating a new position a week out, 2 weeks out, whatever, a month out, look at it this way. It's a Tuesday. Today's a Tuesday. And you have a call credit spread expiring this Friday. You created this call credit spread a week ago, and it's come down due to various factors, time, but price movement of the market, right? You're now sitting on a profit of 50, 60, 70% that you could take off the table. Your intention was, well, when I do close this out, I'm going to write another 2-week or 3-week credit spread, call credit spread anyway. You might do it today. You might decide, I'm going to take this 50, 60, 70% profit or more and let the last 20% leave it to the market. I'm going to position myself into a new expiring credit spread that's next Friday because this is Tuesday. I have a week and a half of time to grab that one. And the premium is nice and rich. I'm going to roll over there. Rather than take the last 20 cents you can get or the last 20% you can get or whatever the hell it is, I'm grabbing the 100% premium. That is actually 120% what I thought I was going to get because of the amount of time. That might be the plan. Again, John, every trade, every week, every day, every position is open to interpretation unto itself. And you never have the same trade twice. Have you noticed that? You virtually never have the same trade over and over and over again. The trade, in theory, is the same. I'm doing call credit spreads. But the outcome always varies, doesn't it? Some you let expire. Some you wait until the day before. Some 2 days later, you can close it out for a gain. You never know, right? Sometimes you have to do rollovers to protect your investment. Got it. Welcome to the party, pal. JM, thank you for being here. Welcome. I'm late, but I'm here, says Susan Shops. Thank you, Susan. What else? What else is going on? I'm one of those losers Bruce keeps talking about, but you know, I'm holding. The man says, write call options on them. Don't be a loser. There you go. I did do that. Oh my God. What else is going on here? I'm writing covered calls on my stock. Keep that premium coming in, baby. Yeah, that's it, JR. Taking the dough. Well done, sir. Welcome all. I did give you a thumbs up. I just don't know what number it is. It's all right. Thank you. The man says, I'm looking to roll my $30 Jan 26 GameStops lower. We'll see about that. Welcome all. this morning. Way to go. Way to go. We're open here. I think we're ready to roll. Is it worth to do call credit spreads on SoFi? I don't think so. I don't think there's any premium there. And there probably isn't enough liquidity there, I doubt. Not sure. Anyway, there you go. Savage Wall Street. Kathy Woods sold 4.7 million of SoFi yesterday, by the way. So if she sold, you probably can too. Take the win and don't buy any SoFi for 31 days. Just write cash secured puts. Interesting. I don't know if that's the way to go, but just saying, interesting. Trudeau looks like he's 35, isn't it something? It's time to fill our pockets. Let's see. What else is going on? Thank you all. Enjoy the show. Thank you, Larry, for hitting the bells. Welcome to the party, pals. It's great to have you with us today. And again, thank you for the support. Those of you who've been members here for quite some time. Those of you who've become members in the last few months, thank you. And welcome to the party. Those of you who are not members, but you're subscribers, I thank you too. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and help that meter go higher. That would be much appreciated. We're going member-only chat right now. Thank you all for being here with me so far this morning. We're now open for the markets. Let's see what the markets have in store here. Let's see what they wanted to actually do. There we go. There we are. Okay, waiting for early quotes to start popping up. Thank you, each and every one of you, for joining us today. Much appreciated. Okay, let's go here. Let's refresh this. We now have quick stats. We've now been able to attract a thumbs up number of 163. We're pushing 200 today. Very good. 37 to go. We have 149 answers to the question of the day. The question of the day reads, I started selling my stocks in blank to write cash secured puts and raise cash to get interest. October to December is when I started selling my shares. 33% of you have said that. That's about 50 of you. Jan 25, 28%. I started selling stocks in February, 16%. I'm selling stock now, Uncle Bruce. I get a rally today. I'm dumping stock and I'm going cash secured puts. I'm going credit spreads. I am going to earn interest on this cash. I am not taking prisoners. Thank you again, all of you, for answering this question. It's really an eye-opener. Yeah, absolutely. Richard and Samuel and James the Mystery Tree and Juan all have taken the initiative to thank the Knights of Ni for the power behind this market, the mysterious reason why do stocks go up and down. It's the Knights of Ni. If you don't honor the Knights of Ni, you have no idea what bad things are going to happen to you. Just watch the movie with Monty Python. Search for the Holy Grail. The answers are there. I'm not making this stuff up. These people are putting up the Ni emojis. They know. They saw the movie. Watch out for bunny rabbits and the Bridge of Death. Be very cognizant of the issues out there. 261 of you here. I bet you 150 of you are going, what is he talking about? I don't understand this Knights of Ni stuff. What's going on? Stick around a while. You'll understand. It'll all come clear. It'll all become clear to all of you. Thank you all for being here. I guess we're down 160, I guess, on the Dow. Let me double, triple, quadruple check this if I can get my big ass iPad to cooperate. It looks like we're down about 160 on the Dow. 18 point drop on NASDAQ or S&P, and NASDAQ down 28. It's not much of a deal here. We were positive most of the morning coming into the opening, couldn't hold it. And we are continuing a little loss. Now, I am thinking this might be very good. This might be extremely good for the day as a whole. Start the morning off in the first half hour with a drop and hit a rock bottom price, and then watch a flash recovery. And that could mean an up day today. We might go green by the end of the day today. This would be a good thing. Is that what's happening? That it might be, but we'll follow and watch this. Of course, it's what we do. Option writers, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Thank you all for just yet again coming through for us and being with us again today. I love the fact that you're here. Tesla 224.70 up 250. It's got a a good thing going. 153 votes now on that poll question. 171 thumbs ups now. We're only 29 away from 200. Look at that. 33% of you say, I sold my shares between October and December 24. I went cash and I started writing cash secured puts, and I've been hauling in interest like you cannot believe, Uncle Bruce. Jan 25, 27% of you said I sold in that month, waited for the new year, and then I dumped stock. Feb 25, 16% of you, and I'm selling right now, Bruce. I am taking advantage of these markets. I'm going to raise cash and haul in a whole bunch of money writing cash secured puts, and I'm willing to buy my stock back. I'll sell it now, and I'm willing to buy it back if it goes low enough. You got to give me a premium on these cash secured puts to compensate me to offer to buy stock back. It's a beautiful strategy. It is a cash position strategy. Cash is king. Be the king. Be the casino. Absolutely. I love it. Jeff Glass, I've now bought back all my covered calls I wrote last week. They were down to pennies. Now, if we could get it bounced so I could get a little premium as I rewrite them, please don't wait too long. Just keep an eye and grab cash, man. Grab cash. We could go lower. Just saying. Just don't gamble. Take the money. Giddy up, everybody. What can I say? The knee emojis keep coming in here. Folks know, got to honor the Knights of Knee. A shrubbery, at the very least, must be offered to them. There you go. Thank you all. We're down 160 on the Dow now, down 4 on S&P, but the NASDAQ is green. It has just turned up 71 points. I'm showing SoFi up 18 cents. I'm showing ASTS up 59. I've got Rocket Lab up 8. I've got GameStop up 23 now. AI up 41 cents. Supermicro SMCI up $1.18. I have NVIDIA up $2.30 a share at $109.30. I've got Tesla up about just under $8 now at $230. I've got the Spider S&P 500 has gone green. It's now up 2 pennies. Qs are up 220. Palantir up 183. MSTR up 729. Costco down $3. Coinbase up 9. I've got Google up 71 cents, Apple down 168, Broadcom up 290, Microsoft up 84, Intel up 4 cents, Netflix up $13, Meta Platforms up 980, Eli Lilly up 21, Amazon up 277, Uber down 85 cents, Adobe is up 132, Cisco down 35 cents, AMD is up 131, Unity up 36, Enphase up 71, Spire up 9, Moderna down 115, Pfizer off 28 cents, IBM is at 253.48, down 341, HPQ down 51 cents, Home Depot down 234. The VanEck Semiconductor ETF SMH is up $1 at 215.50. Goldman is up 5.80. Boeing is up 23 cents. Target up down 6 cents. JP Morgan is down just 1 penny. Walmart up 22 cents. Disney's down 2.45. American Airlines down 9 cents. DraftKings is up 55 cents at 37.79. It's backed off in the last little while. AMC is up a nickel at 3.03. Royal Caribbean down $4.32 at 202.90 with the 52-week high of 277. So this stock has lost $75, almost 30% from its recent and not that long ago high. Just saying. Okay, we're down 160 on the Dow, moving towards now only 150 lower on the Dow. The Dow is coming back. S&P is up a point. NASDAQ is up 93. NASDAQ has turned it around at the moment. It was the big loser yesterday. It's now up a 0.5 percentage point so far with 10 minutes gone in the session. So whatever stock was for sale got blown out in the first 3, 4, 5 minutes. And now we've stabilized. And now the markets are more buyers coming in than sellers getting out because sellers got out all day yesterday. Bargain hunters are coming in. People are going, I'm looking for a deal. Give me Give me this cheap Tesla. Give me these cheap Magnificent Seven stocks. Even if they rebound 150 billion in value today, that's a 20% recovery of yesterday's losses. Day traders love this stuff. They can make money here. So there will be gambling. There will be momentum. Tesla's up $8.39 now at $230 a share. SoFi up 16 at 11.34. The low yesterday was 10.92, 10.93, something like that. Now we're 11.34 on SoFi. So that's about a 40-cent up move from the low yesterday afternoon so far. On ASTS, 29.31 up 17. Rocket Lab is 17.03 at the moment, down about 9 cents. We were in the 16s yesterday, 17.03 at the moment. No, just jumped to 17.13 on Rocket Lab. We're up a penny on this session. GameStop, 22.54 up 12 cents. AI up 39 cents to 21.35. And Supermicro is up 1.33 with NVIDIA now up to 110. 3.34 gain on NVIDIA. Tesla up 9.28 to 2.31 after losing $40 yesterday. It's got almost a quarter of that back in 11 minutes of trading. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me. Option writers, sit back with massive cash balances. Watch those cash secured puts drop in value as the market goes higher. Call credit spread city is where you want to be, 10, 15% ahead of the market. Dare the market to mess with you in a week to 2 weeks from now. Dare them. I dare you to come up this much. You're not going to do it. That's all right. Let's go. Let's see how it plays out. There will be all kinds of volatility today, tomorrow, day after. This is not over. The volatility nonsense is going to be all over the map. So be ready for that, okay? Speaking of that, we're down 240 points on the Dow with a sell program that must have just kicked in. What can I say? We're down 6 on S&P. We're up 63 NASDAQ. Oil up 83 cents. Welcome to the party, everybody. Thank you for joining me. So glad you're with us today. What else? Jeff, how to get out if stock? Let the gamblers take it from with my... What's it? From my paying you laugh all the way to the bank. There you go. Stephen Butler, number 173. Doug, I'm number 200 on your thumbs up meter. Ed, all green my account apart from Stubborn Rocket Lab. Lisa, Unity was given an outperform rating by an analyst. Jeff Glass, all of my Jan 26 cash secured puts are down at least 50% in value. So you wrote them and they've appreciated in value on you. My SoFi deep in the money calls are down by 47%. My account balance is down 39% from the high. I got a big hole to dig out of. Well, of course, if SoFi goes up $1.50 in the next week or two, that will eliminate almost all of this. SoFi reaches 14, 15 bucks a share. You're going to be laughing. And of course, once SoFi reaches $25 to $30 a share, you're going to be uncontrollable. You're going to be so happy. So just stick around. Jeff, sorry, Bunker Bruce, autocorrect here on this thing. Anyway, yes, JR playing it right. We're down 203 on the Dow. We're down 1.7 on S&P. We're up 79 on NASDAQ. And we're 11.30 on SoFi. We're up 12 cents. Rocket Lab is up 4, 17.16. GameStop is up 3. Early morning moves, 14 minutes into the market. Let's see how it wants to play out. The Dow is climbing again. It's down 188. Looks to be improving a little bit more. Let's take a look at a few other thingies. See if I can get some thingies to work here properly. I like thingies. Let's take a look right there. Okay. All right. We're down 182 on the Dow. We're up 2.2 on S&P. We're up 98 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is resuming its climb. It is resuming its upward movement. Whatever glitch we saw a few minutes ago is over. And I'm going to take a peek at the most active and the movers of the Dow right now. Let's just take a peek here. We have at the moment, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 winners on the Dow 30 and 19 losers. The worst performer, Verizon, down 7%. Walt Disney down 2.5%. Nike down 1.8 and Honeywell down 1.8. These are not, well, other than Verizon, nothing catastrophic to worry about. Don't know what Verizon's problem is. On the upside, it's NVIDIA, 2.2%, Amazon, 2% gain. Those are your two big winners, and they're only up 2% each. The rest of the gainers are all up less than 1%. The losers, down 1% or less, make up at least 10 different stocks. And so we don't have a lot in the way of big-time losers. The one stock is Verizon. They're the one probably causing most of the drop of the Dow. Maybe 100, 120 of it. The rest of the points are just the regular market doing its thing. So I'm not too concerned about that. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, SoFi 1128 with a high of the day of 1137 so far. And we've had a volume of like 6-7 million. Nothing much to talk about there yet. It's still early. As we get this first hour through, whoever wants out will be taken out, will be blown out, sold out. They're being taken care of right now. If they have to get out of there because of margin problems, they're being taken out. Walt Disney, Verizon are the biggest losers on the Dow Jones. That is not an America problem as far as a massive America problem, but it's companies. It be what it be. Dick's Sporting Goods says they're facing a dynamic economic environment. You know what that means? It means that the top 10% of Americans spend half the money, and they're not getting as many as the top 10 Americans that they'd like to get in the front door. That's the problem. The bottom 90% spend the other half. They've already stopped buying stuff. They've already stopped. They're already panicking about what's going on in Washington. They already know somebody that got laid off, that within the family, friend, associate. They are aware of someone that has been let go of a government job that never thought they would be let go. They already know corporations in their area, in their state, in their business are laying people off. The 90%ers, the bottom 90%ers have shut down. And now the results of that shutdown will be evident in economic performance and consumption numbers in the next 3 months. Dick's Sporting Goods is telling you today that they are facing dynamic economic environment. That is called customers are not walking through the front door spending money on our stuff. That's what that means. It's plain English from here, okay? Just telling you, this is Dick's Sporting Goods. I can tell you it's the same story at Target, at Walmart, at Costco, at name your favorite retailer game. You know, the clothing people, the jewelry sellers, automotive dealerships are going. They're not walking through the front door buying new cars. Housing starts are down, or housing sales are going to be down. The turnover of economic activity is slowing up in America because 90% of Americans are broke. They are spending more money than they're making. They would have to spend more money than they're making if they continue to consume as they were consuming. They cannot continue it. They are up to their eyeballs in credit card debt. They've got mortgages, car loans, and obligations. And the student loan thing is as murky as mud. And there are millions of American college graduates with jobs, with huge student loans, who are getting laid off and are worried about getting laid off. And they're going to cut spending out left, right, and center. It's nothing personal. It's business. It's personal to them. And that's what's happening. Are you having fun yet? I'm having a great time. We're up 1278 on the Dow on Tesla. That's not surprising. Losing $40 a share to come back 12. That's reasonable. It's the rest of the market. Now the Dow down 130. That's an improvement from this 250 drop we had like 10 minutes ago. We're up 10 now in S&P. That's a new high, and we're up 140 on the Nasdaq. That's a new high of the morning. It hasn't recovered anywhere near what we lost yesterday, but we are improving. So let's see what happens. SoFi down just actually up 20 cents. SoFi is now 1138. This might be a new high of the day here. SoFi, this is new high territory. 1138, 1139, 1140 range. This is new highs of the day for SoFi after dropping to 1092 yesterday, I think, for a trade or two. Here we are, 1138 up 20 on 8.6 million in 20 minutes. ASTS up 66 cents. Rocket Lab now up 46 cents. That's a move. Rocket Lab making a move up 46. GameStop up 25. AI up 53. That's a move. SMCI Supermicro up 280. That's a nice move. Up 330 on Nvidia. Tesla up $13. Palantir up 340, MSTR up 620, Costco down 340, nothing serious there on a $900 stock. Coinbase up 920, Google up 34 cents, Apple down 427, Broadcom up 650 or so, Microsoft up $1.30, Netflix is up $22, very nice today. Big drop yesterday, good gain now. Meta up 12.40, that's a move. Amazon up $5, Uber up 43, Adobe up 240. Yeah, we got some movement here on some of these stocks. Some of these are reacting quite nicely at the moment. Goldman now up 550. Okay, Target is up 24. JP Morgan now up 29. Walmart up 91 cents at the moment. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Let's see what's happening here. 140 drop on the Dow, and it looks to be improving, and now it just went down 200. It's now down 200 on the Dow. It's got to be one or two stocks that's creating this kerfuffle because overall the markets have been climbing here. Again, people are asking, is this the low for sure, or is this a dead cat bounce? Will there be a momentum trade? Am I going to miss a bounce back if I don't get in now? Or am I buying in too soon? This is the proverbial question. I keep coming back to the point that if you're an option writer from a cash position, you win. You're going to win. And that is the bottom line. Down 198, now 174. I don't know what this market wants to do. The volatility is off the charts at the moment. We're up 3.6 on S&P. We're up 124 on NASDAQ. Oil up $1 a barrel. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. We're up 1170 on Tesla, $233.86 after bottoming out this morning at 222, and yesterday was 220, something like that for the low, something like that. All right, 234 on Tesla right now. All right. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me from wherever in the world you are. We're down 231 on the Dow, kind of the low of the day, 258. This is sort of the low of the session. 175 dip on S&P, make it a 3-point dip. We're still up 105 on NASDAQ as we're wondering just where we're going. The coal stock plunges after earnings. Apparently, that's not good. And we're just watching corporate America, go up and go down. That's what we're doing here. The available, a rebound from SoFi will clear up almost all of my anxiety, just like Uncle Bruce says. Let's see what else is going on. Susan Shop. So I have ASTS March 28, 26 cash secured put. I got $1 premium. I'm not great at rolling. Is this the time to roll down and out? Could do April 1725s for a net credit of 78, or do May 25s for 215. You could do May or June 27s or 28s and get even more. There you go. I'm feeling like suck down the next month or so, more down than going up. Any thoughts? I just want to hold a falling knife. I'm the opposite. I think ASTS will go higher, actually. I think that this stock will actually run higher. And you're talking about writing out of the money puts is what you're doing. You're writing out of the money puts. Fair enough. But I think he could go higher. I think he'd go up to like 27, 28 and go out a few months and bring in a lot of dollars. Bring in $3 or $4. Wow, my watch is just going pop, 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 says Jeff. Susan Shops, I'm writing options. There's a fine balance in expiration to strikes. And have you already mentioned the fear index, Bruce? Have you mentioned that? Well, the VIX is up 17 cents at 28. Kind of topping out here just under 30 at the moment. We'll see if it corrects any other way. We're down 260 on the Dow. We're only down 8.3 on S&P, which is 1.15 of a percentage point. Not much of a drop there. And then the NASDAQ is still positive, 77 points, 0.44 of a percentage positive. So the difference between the Dow and the NASDAQ is 1 full percent. I mean, the Dow is down 0.6, NASDAQ is up 0.44. Who's right? Who's doing it right? Where's the smart money going? Is the Dow down because of one stock? Is it a one stock story with the Dow, or is it a full-blown, the Dow dropping on every single metric? That is the question. Looking here on the market, the stocks that are worse off, it's Verizon by itself, 7.4%. Walt Disney, Apple, and Nike, Honeywell are down around the 2 to 3% range. Walt Disney 2.8%, make it 2.9. Apple down 2.2, Nike down 2%, Honeywell down 1.9. Gains, we've got about 8-9 stocks higher, with Nvidia, Amazon up over 2% each, Salesforce up 1.45, Walmart up 1% so far. That's what we have at the moment on this market. SoFi 1131 is the latest trade that I see here, with the high of the day 1141 set just a few minutes ago. 1134 on SoFi. We have not gone red. We have stayed positive, and we seem to be hitting newer highs ever so little at a time. We'll see if this continues, or what are we setting up for? The Dow is down 271, S&P down 8 points, but NASDAQ up 77. And the divergence is about a 1 percentage point differential at the moment. Okay, oil up 95 cents. Welcome everybody to the program. And Jeff, Apple's down 2.3%. That could be a Dow Jones drop. Yeah, it could be leading towards it. The big loser is Verizon. That's the loser at the moment. That could be affecting Apple because of iPhone sales. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know what the actual answer is to this question. Why is Verizon falling? What's causing Verizon to drop off this morning? Verizon. Verizon. What's the symbol for Verizon? Anybody know? Verizon. Oh, there it is. VZ. There it is. Verizon down $3.50 at $42.99. The low today $42.78. Let's see here. Horizon's revenue warning. That's the story, apparently. Verizon sees first quarter postpaid phone net additions flat to slightly down versus last year. There it is. It's all about making money. Nothing personal. It's all about making money. And I don't have any announcement out of the company at all yet this morning. $42.95 down $3.54, with a low of the day of $42.78 at the moment. That's what appears to be the Verizon story. The PE ratio on Verizon is 10.4. This is not an ridiculously overpriced stock. You buy the company for the dividend, you're getting a 6.2% yield if it holds. And so I am a bit puzzled by that stock reacting so much. But it is what it is in this 8-second attention span world. It's what we got right now on Verizon. Okay, it's nothing personal. It's just people thinking they can do better elsewhere, I suppose. SoFi has gone red. Apparently, am I accurate or am I inaccurate? No, we're green. Pardon me. SoFi is green, up 16. It's not gone red. Rocket Lab holding 34-cent gains. SoFi up 16. GameStop up 12. We've got Spire at 10.11, up 35 cents. We've got Apple is the loser today at $5.51 a share at $221.98. The Tesla shares are holding an $11 gain. Microsoft up 163. Google down 40 cents. Amazon up $4.72, Nvidia up $3, Meta up $12.79. SMCI Super Micro up $2.09. ASTS down 7 cents. AI is up 36. Palantir up 291. MicroStrategy MSTR up 577. Unity up 24. Goldman Sachs up 378. Cisco down 75. Spiders are down 75 cents, but the Qs are up $2. Netflix up 22.61. Pfizer down 37 cents. ARC Innovations up 52. IBM down 270. Uber up 45 cents. HPQ down 54. Home Depot down 340. Vanik Semiconductors up 140. Adobe up 170. And Enphase down 48 cents. There's the story. I'm sticking to that story right now, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. Auntie Jen is here. How is it going, Auntie Jen?
Well, I think it was a little easier getting up this morning.
Yeah.
But it's still dark.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true.
It's
yes.
still dark.
Oh, yes. Oh, the days, though, are improving quickly.
Yes.
I mean, we're getting these... what, 2 to 3 minutes a day of daylight. So
Yeah.
SoFi just jumped a little bit. 1148 just popped up. New high of the day on your SoFi. Just popped a little bit here. Up 27 something cents. I don't know what moved it, but it's a little better. SoFi volume is at the moment 11.2 million in 31 minutes. A reasonable start to the session.
It was too low.
Something caused SoFi to go from 1130 to 1148 in a hurry. I don't know what it is. It's 1139 now as it's settling in, 1141, but something jumped it. Rocket Lab up 41, GameStop up 21. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Welcome to the program. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, just,
Up and out this morning early?
yeah, covering a lot of stuff today. Mentioning how the NASDAQ hit its record high on December 16th. It's down 13% since, not even 3 months. Citigroup has called U.S. equities neutral from overweight. Yesterday, the Magnificent Seven lost $759 billion in market cap, a record drop for one day.
Yeah.
That's $750 billion.
It felt like it yesterday.
Yeah. Delta Airlines lowered guidance because they have said that bookings are way up.
Right.
Bookings are just collapsing.
Yeah.
Delta is going, something's happening with our demographic of our clients.
A lot of people are unsure, so they're not going to
Oh, yeah.
commit those funds.
The top 10% of Americans' demographic, 250,000 a year or more per household, they account for half of all spending.
Right. Yeah.
10, 12
Which
years
is
ago.
just an astounding.
12 years ago, 33%
Yeah.
accounted for the top 50%. Now
Right.
it's 10%.
Yeah.
And that means fewer participants in a growing economy.
Right.
That is bad news. When the 90% of the market, 90% of America is not spending, is only spending half, that's bad news. That is really nasty. That means people are shutting down economic activity. That's not good.
That's not good.
SoFi back to 1125. So there was a shot on SoFi to 1140 something, and now it's back to 1126 or something. So I don't know what happened with SoFi, but there was definitely a buyer jumping in there. Maybe somebody got a short squeeze. I don't know. You never know what this stuff.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
It sounds like your coffee is ready.
It is.
Smells like it's ready.
Okay.
Fantastic. Well, I'm done with this. Thank you. I finished that a while.
Have you considered
Awesome.
a bagel?
Oh, a bagel consideration. Oh man, what should it be today?
The sky is lovely.
Is it? The daylight is coming out. Fantastic.
It's baby pink and baby blue over on one side.
Ooh, giddy up.
And on this side, it's already gone. Just for that little moment when the sun is starting to come up
Mm.
and it hits the bottom of some of the clouds.
Ah, see? Very nice. Chase Rosita Parker says Neo stock is doing well. Lisa, Verizon warns of soft subscriber growth. Richard Carlin, good morning. Auntie Jen, there you go. Good morning, all of you already out there. Thank you
Richie,
all.
what kind of bagel do you want?
What kind of bagel should Uncle Bruce have today?
Right, that's what I meant to say.
There you go. The Dow now down 400 points. definitely taking a hit here. We've got S&P down 36 and NASDAQ down 54. Somebody said something. Somebody said something somewhere. Who said what? What was said? Who said it? I don't know, but in the last 10 minutes, somebody said something. Rocket Lab's up 12, SoFi holding a 3-cent gain, GameStop up 1 penny. On the Magnificent Seven, Apple down 7.35. That's getting worse. Tesla is only up $7 instead of 13. Microsoft up just 59 cents. Google down 129. Amazon up 244. Nvidia up 130, and Meta up 770. The Magnificent Seven aren't the ones dropping this market. That is not coming from those guys. Something is dropping this market, and it's not the Magnificent Seven. What is it? Netflix holding an $18 gain. I don't see any of your favorites that we're watching causing this drop. So something else is going on. What would it or could it be? We wonder. Should I have a bagel with egg on it? Should I have like a
Could be.
ham and egg? We have eggs. We paid the price.
We did. They got a mortgage. No.
The stock's losing just around 2% or more on the Dow Jones now. Is IBM down 1.8%, Amgen down 1.9%, McDonald's down 1.95%, Procter & Gamble 1.96% loss, Honeywell down 2.1%, Nike down 2.3%, Apple down 2.9%, Walt Disney down 3.7%, and Verizon Communications down 7.29%, has been there all morning as our top loser. I can see Walt Disney. I can see Apple and Verizon connected. I can see Walt Disney because of consumer spending, travel, Nike, discretionary income, Honeywell. I don't know what to make of that. Procter & Gamble, lower retail sales, got to be hitting it. McDonald's, people can't afford a $7 Big Mac. Is that the issue?
Well, and I think McDonald's, a
Make
lot
you
of
wonder.
what they sell has egg in it.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I don't know if
NVIDIA.
they're charging a surcharge.
Yeah, the gainers are Nvidia, only up 1.5% now, up 166. Nvidia backing off. Amazon up 1.4 and Salesforce up 1.2. Then we have small gains like Walmart, Goldman barely 0.5%, Microsoft 0.37, United Healthcare, and 3M basically just hanging on to breaking even. So that is the story with the Dow now down 332. We were lower on the Dow. We've bounced back about 100 and something points. It's volatility morning, though. I'll tell you that. We got volatility. Well, Jen, I'm thinking ham, cheese, and egg.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking dipping it in some ketchup and seeing if I can help this market improve by eating a bagel live on the air.
Classic.
That's kind of where I'm leaning.
Classic.
It's classic. We're up 12 cents or a dime on SoFi. We're hanging in there at 11.27, way oversold in the last week. $3 too low at least on SoFi, but that's me. The market has to have its own overall view. That is the deal. I don't know. 231.77 on Tesla, I think. Let me triple check that. Yep, 231 on Tesla. We're up $9 on Tesla. At the moment, holding a $9 gain at the moment. GameStop's up 11. Rocket Lab is up 34 cents. SoFi up 9. ASTS down 59. SMCI Supermicro up 223 a share at the moment. All right. Nvidia stock apparently is rebounding a little bit. It's up 262 to 109.60 at the moment. We'll see how this all plays forward. Google down just 39 cents. Apple still down 5.50. Apple got down to 220 a share. It's 221.97, almost a $2 recovery on Apple. Very quick recovery there. Microsoft up 3.19. It got down to 3.78. Just jumped $5 a share. Microsoft taking a shot higher. Netflix up $28 at the moment. Facebook up 12. The Dow down 309, now down 284. The market is improving. What is happening with bargain hunting? We're down 289 on the Dow. We've just gained 230 points in 5 minutes on the Dow. The S&P is down 10 and NASDAQ is up 70. So still mixed. Volatility, like I said, 1132 on SoFi. We're up again, up 14. Welcome everybody to the crazy day. What can I tell you? Cash is king, baby. The cash is king in your account. Absolutely the way to go. Thank you everybody for joining up. Thank you for becoming subscribers. Thank you for becoming members. Thank you for tolerating the old man here today. I love you. We have 189 thumbs ups, 11 away from the magic 200 number we'd love to get. Thank you for helping out there. And we have 172 people answering the question of the day. Jen, here's the question of the day.
Okay.
I started selling my stocks and then there's a month you can enter, to write cash secured puts and raise cash to get interest. The answer is now October to December of last year. I started selling my stocks then, 34%. January 25, 27% said right after the new year, I sold. Feb 25, last month, 16%. And those who are selling now to raise cash, put in cash secured puts and raise capital and earn interest, 23% are selling now. It's pretty balanced. 172 voters or answers now have come through.
What I expected.
34% between October and December when we were hitting new all-time highs. Very good.
It kind of goes against everything you've ever heard.
That's right.
That, you never sell the IBM.
Never sell the
Right?
IBM.
And so you never sell Apple. To get over, because the stock market's the only place you can sell something you don't own, and so it's hard to get that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Option writers, you option writers have really taken control of your lives in a big way here. You've changed your life. Tom says, I rolled SoFi $14 calls for April to $12 calls for May for 99 cents. Times 41 retirement account, right on. Austin, another 25% tariff on steel aluminum was announced, so 50% total. Yikes, says Austin. Richard Carlin, cheese, Bruce, you need cheese. Jeff, we are definitely heading south again, says Jeff. There's cheese here. Kong Wizard, thanks on Bruce for the explanation on SoFi cash secured puts earlier. Great info, worth being a golden bagel all day long. Right on, sir. Thank you. Splayer says, we pay the price. That's the spirit. Charlie, could it be just an overall down day with everything and not one particular stock bringing the markets down? It certainly could be, but it's not necessarily that. But Verizon is a drag on the Dow. It's got to be a 150-point drag at least. Walter Young, good morning, Anti-Gen. Tom, Tesla's up. Trump he must have bought his Tesla. Jeff Glass, get this man a bagel and maybe my covered call bids will hit. Lisa, Tesla, 17th of April, 270 covered calls are going for 1065 premium on 270s. The stock is 231. We're talking almost 40 out of the money for 1 month contracts coming in at 1065. That is serious money. Interesting. Samuel, the only stock I own right now is SPXS, which is an inverse bear market ETF I picked up before the market's tariffs kicked in. H. Gregory, 194 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. You're getting 200 thumbs up. No question about it. You're going to get 200 thumbs ups. Thank you all for helping out. We are coming in here now with a total of 194 on the thumbs ups, and the votes for the poll question, 173. Thank you, everybody. Love you. It's great. We're down 384 on the Dow. We're down 22 on S&P, but we're up 16 on NASDAQ still. 71-cent gain on oil at 66.73, slipping from that $1 gain we had earlier today. Seems to be the pattern with oil. We seem to go up in the morning, and then we start to lose it as the day goes on. Oil going lower. We got oil everywhere. And a slowing economy. That's the other thingy. Welcome all. to the program. Thank you for joining all of us. 11.22 on SoFi, holding a 5-cent gain. ASTS down 64. Rocket Lab up 42. GameStop up a dime. AI up 24 cents right now. That's what I'm showing on some of our favorites. SMCI up $1.40. NVIDIA holding a 156 gain at 108.77. Now 179 gain. Tesla up 884, just under 231. $231 a share. Giddy up 219 gain on Palantir. MSTR up 185. Costco down 740. Coinbase up $10 today. Google down 62 cents. Nothing burger. Apple down 514. It was down $2 extra from this. $2 recovery so far on Apple. Broadcom is up 610. Microsoft up 234. Intel down 12. Netflix up 22.89, holding this gain after getting shellacked yesterday and the day before that. Meta up $9, 607, back over 600 a share. EI Lilly down 325. Amazon up 271. Uber down just 35 cents. Adobe is up 81. Cisco down 76, AMD up 70, Unity up 14, Enphase down just 31 cents. Giddy up, everybody. Pfizer down 40, IBM still off, 490. HPQ down 73, Home Depot down 421. Boeing is up 36 cents, Goldman Sachs down 16 cents, Target up 9, JP Morgan down 158, Walmart up 61, Disney down 390 at the moment. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to see you with us. Welcome all to the show as we follow a lot of activity today. All right. Volatility like you can't believe. Down 350 on the Dow, 350 to 400. You tell me which is accurate. 50-point differential. What is it? 384, 412. Are we falling? We're falling. Are we gaming? We're good. S&P 28-point drop, and NASDAQ now down officially 23 points. Is this the last drop? Is this it? Is this the last gasp of the sellers who are getting out, who are nervous, who are going to dump here like they shouldn't? And could the market do a snap rebound? Those of you who are writing options, you're looking at your call options falling and falling and falling. You're looking to buy back covered calls. Here's a dip that might give it to you. Those of you who've done credit spreads, call credit spreads the last 3-4 days, is this dip giving you this opportunity to score a 50, 60, 70% return? How you doing? You might be taking money off the table here. Cash secured put writers, you're thinking of writing cash secured puts? Maybe now is the time to write cash secured put. Hello, welcome to the show. What can I say? What can I tell you? We start to go down as the day goes on because the GOP has to go to work. There you go. What's happening with the House of Representatives? Are they getting that bill through or not? Is there opposition to funding the government past Saturday? Is that going to happen? Are we doing a government shutdown? Walter, glad to be here. Looks like you just hit my being here. Thumbs number 200, Bruce. You are nailing it. Thank you all for helping out with the thumbs up meter today. All of you guys getting us to 200 very quickly. 200 on the nose. Walter, way to go, buddy. 175 results on the poll question. And just in time, as the markets are hitting their lows, looky what we got us here.
Morning, Walter.
We got us a little old toasted sesame seed bagel here with a little bit of ketchup on the side. And egg and ham and oh yes, good times. Thank you, Auntie Jen. So very.
I left the I do the bagel, but then I put cheese on and put it under the broil.
Ooh.
And it was on there a little too much, so the hole in the middle is a little drippy of cheese.
Drippy cheese.
It might be glued to the board by now.
Okay.
Who can say?
I mean, hey, lick the board, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Lick the board.
Lick the board. Auntie Jen,
I think that deserves a T-shirt.
I think we need a new T-shirt.
Lick the
board. Richard Carlin, bagel, bagel, bagel. Walter Young, bagel, bagel, bagel. Bruce, eat that bagel, get the market higher. 378 is the drop. We were down 500 on the Dow. 23-point drop on S&P, and we're up 10 again on NASDAQ. We just went green on NASDAQ. The bagel arrived and the markets are turning.
All right.
What can I say? Here it is. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, there you go.
Look
Okay.
at the cheese.
It wasn't
Oh.
glued to the bottom. It was just a little drippy.
Ham, egg, and cheese on a toasted sesame seed bagel. You take a little bit of ketchup here.
A little there.
Mm. Oh my, here we go.
A little hot there? A little warm?
Hmm?
No? Okay. Perfecto.
Wow.
Perfection.
Oh.
Every morning. Perfection.
Highlight of my day.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
People have to drink sesame seed.
The drinking games have begun. Oh my.
That used to be Friday afternoons when you closed the market every Friday.
Juan, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all your great advice. As usual, Jeff Glass, bagel, bagel, bagel. Neat, neat, neat one. That bagel is just delicious. Wow, look at that thing. Free-range antigen just crushing it for the big guy. There you go. Crushing it. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. We're down on 380 on the Dow. We're down 23 on S&P, but the NASDAQ is green, up 19 points. Oh, my. There you go. The VIX is only up 49 cents. It's coming back. The volatility index is improving. It's still negative on the session, but only 49 cents. Looking interesting. Oil up 90 at the moment. Jeff, how do you do it, Antigen, day after day, morning after morning? She takes the weekends off. That's how she does it.
That's what I do.
She recovers Saturdays and Sundays. She lies around like a sloth and goes, "You make your own damn breakfast, and I don't give a crap. You're not on the air. Screw you." She becomes Jeffrey Holtz, the comedian Jeffrey Holtz. Have you ever seen this guy? Canadian guy. Hilarious.
Jeffrey Wolf.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy that holds his eye.
Oh, right.
It's his, you seen those trade tariffs? Screw you, Trump. We're not afraid of you. We've got...
Except he's got an incredibly whiny voice.
Oh, he's got a beautifully whiny voice. Oh, he's wonderful.
He's the kid that was picked on, like, by his parents and then through school.
I'm sure.
He's got that voice.
He's made a career out of...
Annoying.
He's all there. Jeffrey Holtz. Holtz. Hilarious. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, is the market going to go up or down because I'm having a bagel? Jen says it better go up or else. So, okay. There you go. Wonderful. Ham, cheese, fried egg, toasted sesame bagel. Oh, yeah.
Time to do Wordle.
Oh, Wordle time for Antigen. Giddy up, kids. Tesla holding a 460 gain at the moment. SoFi up a penny. Rocket Lab up 48. GameStop up 3 cents. AI up 32. And now the red arrows are showing up. Is this a little dip before a rally? Is this it? Is this going to happen? We're going to find out. You guys get your own bagels going right now. Grab yourselves a bagel. Let's go. Wonderful. We have a little cell wave coming in. Let's see what happens. Love it. Jeff is saying, oh, Antigen is a wordler? Me too. Let's solve today's puzzle.
And then I go to, who is this? This is, I should know who it is. Merriam-Webster. And you do 4 at a time and then 8 at a time. Yeah.
She's in the words.
New York Times. No, I do that too.
I do that too. David, Chad, gentlemen, start your toasters. Get your bagels going. This is the shop says, so Bruce, I'm looking to roll ASTS March 28, $26 cash secured put premium $1 to June 30 for a net credit $6. I wanted to do at the money strike, but there's only $25 for net credit, $3, or this 30 for $6. Which to choose? I like the further out you go, number one, and I like the higher up you go for the pun of it. Take the $6. Grab that money. Grab that money. There you go. The stock at 28.07. Maybe you can get 620. Maybe 625 now. Put in a stink offer on those 30s and go for as much as you can get your hands on. Let the stock slip and let those puts take the premium on those suckers. Absolutely. Boy. Cheers to you guys. Free Range is asking, ever tried Myrtle? M-U-R-D-L-E?
No.
For those mystery lovers. Free Range says, J-Boy, Wordler here too. Walter Young out of bagels, rye toast substitute.
Mystery puzzle.
Ooh, Kong Wizard, Uncle Bruce, please, could you give a quick overview of stink bits? Class number what?
Sure.
The classes tell you this. Stink bids are easy. The market is $1.50 to $1.80, and you're a buyer. Put in a 151 bid. Be the best buyer, the highest priced buyer, just ahead of the existing buyer. Don't be the sap and just go pay 180. If you're a seller, it's 150, 180, and you want out, offer at 179. Stink offer, just 1 penny below. If you have to deal in nickels because you can't deal in pennies, then you do a nickel higher and a nickel lower. Stink bid, stink offers. Be the first in line at a higher price for you or a lower price for you, depending on what side of the purchase you're on. Checking out Myrtle right now. Looks interesting. Free Range. There we go. People are having fun around here. We're down 466 on the Dow. We're down 45 on S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ. So far, the bagel is not working. So far. But then this could be the low of the day. This could be the low of the week. This could be the low of the year. I don't know.
This could be the turn of the century.
This could be the turn of the century. Oh my God. This could be everything. There you go.
Or no.
Or we're going lower. So there's that too. Oil down 80 is only up 85 cents. It's dropping again. Tom, some of the stink bids hit are crazy. I can't believe how cheap I can buy stuff or how good my sell gets. Mind-blowing. When you're dealing with 10 and 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 contracts, you do that over a year. You do like 500 contracts coming to you at 20 cents a contract better to you, either side. That is thousands of dollars. That is a ton of money. Can't ignore stink bids, stink offers. But you can't ignore the other half of a bagel. That is bacon, egg, and ham. It's time. It's time for the market to get going. Oh yeah, very good. Fabulous. Giddy up, kids. Thank you, everybody, for being here. SoFi, $11, down 18 cents. Down 468 and down. Okay. Jeff JR got it. 4 tries, not a great average. Stephen Butler, bagel, Jeff. Ooh, sourdough, yummy. Food advice, Wordle advice, market advice. What more do you want from a channel? I mean, you got it all. Lovely. GameStop down a dime. Rocket Lab up 25. SoFi down 15, 1102. Tesla holding a 196 gain. Tom, Connections is a good little game too. Jen and I do play that. Henry, Trump threatens new tariffs on Canada and warns he will shut down its auto industry. It means he's shutting down his auto industry. The buffoon doesn't understand reality.
And he says that Ontario, well, they're just not allowed to put that tariff on electricity. It's not allowed.
Ontario wants to charge a 25% tariff
We have our own Trump. It's called Ford.
on electricity. Yeah, you can't do that. That's anti-American. You can't do that. Only we can put tariffs on you. You can't put tariffs on us. We're the United States. Who do you think you are? Christina, you got any dry powder? What would you do? I got about 10 grand right now. Any suggestions for Christina? What should she do with 10 grand of dry powder?
I'm sure she'll get all sorts of suggestions.
There's got to be weekly call credit spreads you could be looking at right now on all kinds of stocks. Dude, premium coming in. Oh, yeah. Just finishing the last of this bagel. Free range says, I'd go and have a nice dinner. That's what I do with my dry powder.
That's a nice dinner.
You can have more than one.
Yeah.
Many more than one.
That's a very nice deal. Nice deal.
Boy, was that great. That was really nice. Well, we'll see if this helps the market or not. Seem to be in and around the low of the day. And we'll see if we can get a little bit of a bounce back from here. Giddy up, everybody. 439 drop on the Dow. SoFi down 13. ASTS down 137. There might be cash secured puts there. Christina, you might want to write 3 $30 cash secured puts on ASTS that expire in June and take a bunch of money off the table. You might want to do that. That looks like a deal. Rocket Lab 1737. You might want to write 5 $20 cash secured puts for Jan 26 on Rocket Lab. Get a bunch of money for that. GameStop 22.30 a share, down 11. You might want to write 4 $25 cash secured puts that expire Jan 26. Bring in a bunch of money on those. AI at 20.98. You might want to write $25 cash secured puts expiring Jan 26. Bring in a ton of money there. I mean, a ton of money. A Super Micro at 37.49 a share. You might want to write Oh, I don't know. Two $40 SMCI cash secured puts for $8,000 on those. NVIDIA 106.04 down 94 cents. You may want to look at writing call credit spreads, maybe 130 to 140, somewhere in that neighborhood. You could write 10 of those with a $10 spread. Question of how many weeks out. Got to do some shopping there. Tesla 223.59. Call credit spreads around the 250, 70 range, somewhere in that area. $5 to $10 spreads, 10 to 20 of them. You could be working on those. There's opportunity knocking here. There's all kinds of opportunity knocking here. Up to you how you want to kind of play with this. We're down 460 on the Dow, kind of the low of the day, kind of. Down 47 on S&P, and we're down 99 on NASDAQ. So we're close to the lows, not quite at them, but in the area. The question is, are we about to bounce from here rather dramatically as the morning wears on and the selling stops coming in? Because I think it's slowing up. I don't see volumes getting crazier. Dennis says here, I would take 10 Enphase 45.50 put credit spreads for April the 4th expiry, and I would take in 70 cents a little longer for more cash. I grabbed 2 earlier, so this gives you $70 credit for a $500 commitment. That's 14% on your money. Doing 10 of these is a $5,000 trade. 10 $5 spreads. You need $5,000. You bring in $700, expiring the 4th of April. So there you go. Yeah. On Enphase. Enphase right now is sitting at, where are we at here? Enphase, Bruce. There it is, a 61.82. And these are 45.50 put credit spreads, well behind the market. And so I like that trade, how conservative that is. Nicely behind Enphase to allow these to become zeros and keep all 14% return. Dude, I'll take premium, please. Thank you for 100, Alex. There you go. There you go. Nice. And more and more examples all the time showing up all over the place here of some great trades you can take advantage of. No question about it.
That's the best part about this community. They're paying attention. They want to share.
The best.
Very helpful.
It's the best part about being part of this channel. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you're talking to Gold Bagel members right here, right now. You're a regular channel member. You can comment here, ask questions. Folks will answer. Some of your questions might be answered by viewers or myself. Obviously, if you're a Gold Bagel member, you can become part of our Discord group. Send me a private email and just say, Uncle Bruce, I'd like to be part of the Discord group. This is my name. This is my Gold Bagel handle. I'd love to be part of your Discord chat. And you can talk to our Gold Bagel Discorders 24/7. They talk to each other all the time. I don't participate in the Discord channel group, by the way. I'm not there. It's your little area to chat amongst yourselves. Talk about his receding hairline and all of his spots on his head and all that. You know, whatever you think. His bagel choices, whatever you want to talk about. It's up to you. Anyway, there it is. Giddy up, everybody. We're down 526 now on the Dow, near the low of the day. We're down 59 on S&P. We're down 154 on NASDAQ. The Dow did lose 800 yesterday. It was down 1,100 at one time yesterday. So actually, if you add the 500 to the 800 points we lost yesterday, we're 200 points lower than yesterday's low. Does that make sense to you? That's what we have right now. The question is this as low as we're going to get for a while? Will we have a 1 week or 2 week or 3 week bounce back rally? Or do we have to go lower first? And is it today or tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? How long is the sell-off? How far will it be? And so on and so on and so on. There's a lot to talk about. That's why we're here, plain English, trying to figure this out together. Tom says, you could write 4. This is for Christina. You could write 4 $25 GameStop Jan 26 cash secured puts. then use the premiums to go out for a really nice dinner. Now there you go. Enjoying the money from your money by having a lovely dinner. There you go. Now BP is saying SoFi is getting hammered again. Well, it's 1091. This is the low yesterday, 1092, 1093. We're at the level we were yesterday afternoon. That was the low. We're there again. Is this the bounce back point? How are we going to react? We're down 27 cents on SoFi at the moment. ASTS down 161, Rocket Lab up a nickel, GameStop down 27, AI down 17, Supermicro still up 74. Volume on SoFi though so far today in an hour, just short of an hour and 10 minutes. Excuse me, we're 1 hour 10 minutes into the day. 19.2 million, not incredibly heavy. Active, yeah. Record setting, no. There you go. Tells me if the market ever found out that GameStop was going to buy 10% of SoFi now at only $1.1 billion, so GameStop could own 10% of SoFi. That word ever got out, this is a $20 stock immediately. GameStop will pop $10 a share, and the market will go, what the hell's going on? And that would be a show. That would be quite a lot of fun. But I haven't heard that yet. I would like to see that happen, but I haven't heard that happen yet. I'm just a guy in front of a computer, just saying to our friends at GameStop, you got 4.6 billion in cash. You could put 1.1 billion into SoFi and get 10% of this company and own 1/10 of the fastest growing bank in America. That would be a good move. I think you'll do really well with that. A couple of years from now, you're sitting on a S&P 500 investment at $80 a share, worth $8.8 billion that you paid $1 billion for, courtesy of Uncle Bruce. Don't forget me. I'm just saying, I'm just putting the word out. Why don't you make a quick $7 billion on a billion? Between friends. Just a guy in front of a computer, just saying, I kind of see this as a pretty good move. Of course, anyone out there with $1 billion lying around, if you are interested in turning your 1 billion into 5 to 10 billion, you might want to buy up SoFi. Just grab this stuff while it's still down here. The last ever time it might be here, I don't know. I sense that much higher prices are in the offing. But that's just me and my opinion. There you have it. Okay. Christina says, I kind of want to buy SoFi. I like the idea, but I kind of, speaking of, I need to roll the $17 puts I have out further. They are cash secured put 31s. Cash secured puts. I have to roll the 17 puts out further. They're 31s. Are you talking about GameStops? I'm not sure which one these are. Stephen, I took the wife out to an expensive lunch yesterday. Waffle House, premium for eggs, 50 cents an egg.
Yeah.
But those eggs were good. There you go.
They gotta be perfect.
They gotta be perfect. Jeff, I guess the good news is that every time I drop another 2% a day, the dollar's loss is less than the 2% of 34 grand is a lot less than 2% of 55,000. So I'm losing less actual money because the 2% isn't as valuable as it was before. Okay, Real GameStop wants to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I think your better idea is to buy the bank, right? Why buy the currency when you could buy a bank? Own 10% of a company that has over 11 million members and growing rapidly. Kind of a no-brainer. I can see Ryan Cohen becoming a member of the board of directors. I can see that happening. I can see him, picking up the shares, and he'll be invited into the board of directors of SoFi. I just sense that the market will go, what? Something like that. It'll go, huh? It would be a good kind of what? A good thing. Just my thought. I think for GameStop, it would move the market a third. It would instantly add $8 to $10 a share to GameStop. We'll pop it to 32, 33. That is a $3 billion gain in book value for the company. And that would run SoFi to a 20-25 a share, immediately putting it into the wheelhouse of S&P inclusion, S&P 500. That changes everything. Here we go. Just, I don't know. I don't know why there isn't an activist investor all over SoFi. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. They don't want to mess with Noto. They don't like him. I don't know. I don't know what their problem is, because Noto, I think, is doing a great job here and can make you very, very wealthy. But I have no idea what the play is out there with some of these guys.
They're all drunk.
They're all drunk, is what Jen says. Y'all remember, buy local eggs. They're healthier, tastier, and cheaper. There you go. Giddy up. 516-point loss on the Dow, 48 on S&P, and 87 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is down 0.5%. The S&P is down 0.88, and the Dow's down 1.2. If you take Verizon out of the equation, maybe the Dow is down 0.4. I don't know for sure about that. Okay. It be what it be, and that's what it be. 1093 on SoFi. The low of the day on your SoFi, 1085. It's now 1093 at the moment, up 8 cents from the low of the session. Down 148 on ASTS at 2766. Rocket Lab still up 13 cents, 1725. GameStop down only 19. Now it's at down 20. 22.22 is the price after getting down to 22.08. So GameStop has already popped back a little bit. AI up 4 cents, has climbed back to go green again. Super Micro up $1.03, climbing. NVIDIA is only off 68 cents. It got down to 104.77. It's 106.30. A pretty quick snapback rally on NVIDIA right now. Down 68 cents at the moment. Tesla down 30, is up 36. Tesla holding a 36-cent gain. The low 220.40, and we're almost there, just ahead of the flat line on the stock. High of the day, 236, $14 ago. That's where we were at the beginning of the day. We may climb back to that as the day goes on. I don't know. We'll see. We shall. Indeed, we shall. Google down 150, Apple down 550, Microsoft up 270, Netflix up 19, Facebook up 520, Amazon up 76. So a lot of the Magnificent Sevens are actually holding their own. Other than Apple, they're doing fairly good. It would seem. All right. Tesla down $1, NVIDIA down 76 cents. Not catastrophic losses at all. They're not leading the market lower. They're just going with the flow. Other stocks are making the market go lower. Okay, Christina says, I rolled the cash secret puts for GameStop. I had 1731s that expire 21 of March. And I rolled to 30 that expire in October, and I got $1.90 credit on the wad. So that brought in another $3,500. Now Christina has 13,500 dry powder. Now what does she do? Christina has got problems up to here. All this cash. What do I do with all this cash? What should I do next, Uncle Bruce? BP, do we need to get out of those SoFi 20s and 17s now? No. Just fold your arms and sit tight. Don't do a thing. Dare them to exercise you. Dare them. Take the interest in the meantime. Thank you very much. 1089 on SoFi, down 29. The Dow off 512. Looks like it might be coming back a bit. We're down 56 in S&P. NASDAQ still down 129. I don't know for sure. I wonder if we've reached a point of a turnaround. Look at the oil. It's only up 54 cents. It's still slipping after gaining like $1 this morning. It's only up 54 cents now. 66.56. Down goes oil again. Okay. There's the story. All right. Well, anyway, I'm here if you need me. Thank you for joining me today and every day. Have yourselves a great rest of your day. Make money out there. Do what Christina does. Do some rolls and bring in more cash. Get richer. Control more cash. Earn more interest. Don't worry about these prices per se. Just let the stocks do what they have to do. We could see a 300-point turnaround at any time on the Dow. Do not fret about that. But hey, if it wants to sell off, it wants to sell off. I have told the world you should have sold starting last October, and a part of the world listened. Many here have listened to that advice. I thank you and I congratulate you. Also, thank you and congratulations to all of you. One, taking classes, 210 thumbs ups, and 187 responders to the question of the day, which read, I started selling shares in my accounts back in whatever month to write cash secured puts and raise cash to bring in interest income. October to December 2024 is when some of you, 34% of you, started selling stock. Jan 25, 28% of you sold. February, 15% of you sold in February. And right now, I'm selling right now, Uncle Bruce, 23% have sold in this month right now to raise capital and bring in additional cash. Christina's doing it. Others are doing it. Join the party, pal, and get cash rich around here. Let the gamblers take their money. Put it in your account. It's a safe place. Your account is the safest place for other people's money. It's the safest place because you know what to do with that money. They don't. So you work it. Thank you, everybody. Have a relaxed day from Splair. Deep Value. Thank you, Uncle B. Tom. Neat. Don't forget the emojis. 1092 on SoFi, down just 26 cents. Down 13 on GameStop. Rocket Lab up 13. AI down 8 and Supermicro up 115. Have we reached the bottom of the day or not? We'll see about that. Get richer, please. Keep the drive alive, everybody. Thank you so much for the 210 thumbs ups today. Beautiful response. I appreciate it so very much. And again, thank you for answering the question of the day. 189 of you. And get richer, please. We'll keep you posted on anything crazy. Anything wild happens, I'll pop in from time to time. You know that. And we'll follow this market forward and see if we can't help you just get richer. James of the Misty Tree, thank you. Tom, thank you. Deep Value, thank you. Splair, BP, Christina, Dude, Real, Jeff Glass, thank you. Stephen Butler, thank you very, very much. Dennis McElroy, thanks for being here. Henry T., Jeff JR, of course. Stephen Butler, Deep Value, there he is. Free Range, thanks, pal. J-Boy, thank you. Kong Wizard, Walter Young, thank you all for being here. Susan Shops, David Chad, all the names that I see here. Juan, thank you, my friend. Thank you, sir. Richard, thank you, Richard, for popping through here. Richard Carlin, hanging around. Vilbus, you know it. H. Gregory, thank you, buddy. Samuel, thanks, pal. Lisa, thank you. Who else has been here? Charlie, of course. There he is. Thank you. Austin, keep making the money, buddy. Lisa, Chase, Rosita, Parker, thank you. And all of you who are always watching but are not always letting me know you're out there, it's okay. I know you're busy. You have busy lives. You're traveling. You're in the middle of meetings. You're plotting the future of the rest of your life, and you're making it happen. Well done, everybody. Thank you. All right, that's the story. I'm going to say goodbye for now, as the Dow is now under 500 points lower. It's improving a little bit. NASDAQ definitely improving, only down 60 now. The market seems to be coming around just a tiny little bit. We're back to almost 11 on the SoFi now. 1099 after dropping into the 1080 level. And we've got Rocket Lab holding a 20-cent gain. GameStop is coming back, only down 7 cents. AI only down 4. So you keep an eye. I'll keep an eye. We'll stay in touch. Thank you again, everybody. Jen and I will say our goodbyes in 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Bye.